Have you ever wondered why some people always seem to be far ahead of the rest? Why do they consistently take steady, resilient steps forward in life, career, and personal growth? The answer isn't just intelligence or luck. It lies in one critical habit: the habit of educating yourself every single day. In today's rapidly changing and highly competitive world, standing still means falling behind. The most successful individuals understand that to stay ahead of 99% of people, you must commit to relentless learning. Learning is not merely about accumulating facts. It's about expanding your mindset, training your mind, and developing adaptability. It's how they turn hardship into lessons, failure into leverage, and challenges into opportunities. Stoicism, one of humanity's most profound and practical philosophies, emphasizes the vital importance of continuous self-education. Philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus didn't just teach endurance through suffering. They showed that true growth and inner freedom begin with constant learning, self-reflection, and self-discipline. In this video, we will explore why daily learning is not only what helps you stand firm amidst life's storms, but also the key that unlocks doors to success, confidence, and self-mastery. We'll dive deep into valuable lessons from Stoic philosophy about the power of lifelong education, how to avoid common mistakes in learning, and how to turn knowledge into real strength that transforms your life. If you're looking for an edge, seeking to break free from the cycle of stagnation, and eager to move forward with confidence, perseverance, and clear purpose, this video is for you. Prepare yourself to embark on a journey of transformation, elevating your value and embracing the future you deserve. There are no shortcuts and no magic tricks, only the daily dedication to learning, reflection, and improvement. Success and inner freedom don't happen overnight. They are the fruits of persistent effort day after day. Join us on this journey, a journey that not only helps you stand your ground, but empowers you to truly lead. 1. The power of daily learning. Learning every day is far more than just acquiring new information. It is a comprehensive process of expanding your mind, cultivating humility, and fostering continuous personal growth. It is a habit that nurtures curiosity, openness, and adaptability, helping you to constantly evolve in a rapidly changing world. The most successful people in the world are not necessarily the most talented or the luckiest. They are those who commit to relentless daily learning and self-improvement. The real power of daily learning lies in its profound ability to transform the way you perceive the world and yourself. Every time you dedicate time to learn, whether through reading books, listening to talks, or reflecting on life experiences, you build a stronger foundation of knowledge and wisdom. More importantly, you develop an open mindset, willing to acknowledge that you don't know everything. This awareness is the starting point for true growth, preventing arrogance and rigid thinking from limiting your progress. Daily learning also cultivates humility, a virtue highly valued by Stoic philosophy and among the most successful and fulfilled individuals. Humility enables you to listen, openly embrace different viewpoints, and learn from both your own mistakes and those of others. It creates a psychological safety net where you can experiment, fail, and keep improving without fear of judgment or defeat. Furthermore, the habit of learning each day strengthens your focus and discipline. In a world filled with distractions from social media and ads to constant noise, dedicating time to learning requires willpower and consistency. This discipline is one of the key differentiators between those who succeed and those who stagnate. A sharp intellect and focused mind enable you to process information effectively, and react quickly and wisely in various situations. Learning is not just about accumulating knowledge, but about applying it. Those who truly learn know how to transform theory into practice, turning challenges into opportunities for growth. This separates superficial learners from deep, impactful ones. By continuously renewing yourself, adapting to circumstances, and enhancing your value, you keep moving forward every single day. Another critical benefit of daily learning is that it develops your critical thinking skills. Instead of passively absorbing information, you learn to analyze, evaluate, and question what you take in. Critical thinking protects you from misinformation, bias, and error, allowing you to make sound decisions that positively impact your life and career. In addition, continuous learning sparks creativity. When you possess a broad base of knowledge, you can connect ideas in novel ways to solve complex problems. Creativity is not reserved for artists or scientists. It is an essential skill for anyone who wants to grow and succeed. Most importantly, the habit of learning daily builds unshakable confidence. This confidence does not come from boasting or arrogance, but from a deep understanding of yourself and the world around you. Knowing that you can learn and adapt gives you the courage to face challenges without fear or doubt. Remember, every day that passes without learning is a missed opportunity to become better. The difference between you and successful people is that they never stop learning and improving themselves. They understand that daily learning is the golden key that helps them maintain their edge and advance in life. Ultimately, learning every day is not just about adding information, but about creating a more meaningful life, a sustainable path to living joyfully, freely, and with fulfillment. 2. Common mistakes most people make. On the journey of learning and self-development, many people make common mistakes that often go unnoticed. These mistakes not only slow down progress, but also cause discouragement, giving up, or stagnation. Understanding these pitfalls can help you avoid them and create a more effective path for yourself. The first common mistake is thinking that learning ends when formal education finishes. Many assume that once they graduate, they have acquired enough knowledge to confidently face life. They stop reading, stop exploring, and cease updating their skills. The truth is, the world constantly changes. Knowledge is infinite, and the most successful people are lifelong learners. The second mistake is learning passively. Many people skim through books or listen to lectures without deep reflection, questioning, or application. They treat learning as a form of entertainment or a task to complete, rather than a transformative experience that reshapes thinking and behavior. Passive learning leads to quick forgetting and leaves people unable to turn knowledge into real power. Third, many lack consistency and perseverance in their learning habits. They study only when motivated and quit when bored. This inconsistency interrupts learning progress and prevents proper consolidation and growth. True learning is a habit requiring discipline to maintain daily, even during times of low motivation or difficulty. Another mistake is focusing solely on accumulating knowledge without applying it. Knowing a lot, but not knowing how to use it is as good as knowing nothing. People who fail to apply what they learn cannot improve themselves or solve problems effectively. Learning must be paired with action to create meaningful change. Many also fall into the trap of comparing themselves negatively to others. They look at others' successes and feel inferior, discouraged, and lose motivation. Instead of drawing inspiration and learning from successful people, they get trapped in comparison, which distracts and reduces performance. Another widespread mistake is expecting quick and easy results. In an era of instant gratification, many lack patience for the long learning process and seek quick fixes or give up when immediate results don't appear. This creates a vicious cycle of failure and disappointment. Finally, many people lack clear goals in their learning. They learn because it's trendy, after all others expect them to, or due to social pressure, without identifying their true reasons. Lack of clear goals makes learning aimless, unfocused, and eventually leads to boredom and loss of direction. To avoid these mistakes, you must change your mindset about learning. Learning is a long journey requiring perseverance, proactivity, and clear goals. You need to learn how to learn, not just absorb information, but also know how to apply, question, critically analyze, and use knowledge to solve real problems. Remember, failure in learning is not the final failure, but a stepping stone to progress. Successful people are not afraid of mistakes, constantly experimenting and always learning from experience. Daily learning is not about becoming the best immediately, but about becoming better than your yesterday's self. 3. Learning for self-growth. Learning is not merely about accumulating knowledge or information. It is a profound journey of self-development, becoming a better version of yourself every single day. When you learn consciously and proactively, you are not only expanding your intellect, but also honing life skills, nurturing a positive mindset, and building unshakable confidence. The most crucial aspect of learning for self-growth is having a clear purpose for your learning. Learning is not about the number of books you've read or courses you've taken. It's about learning with a defined goal to change your thoughts, habits, and attitudes in ways that improve your life, increase your effectiveness, and help you achieve your desires. One of the greatest benefits of intentional learning is the improvement of focus and communication skills. When you read books, listen to lectures, or participate in training, you develop the ability to concentrate deeply, analyze critically, and organize information systematically. This not only helps you absorb knowledge better, but also sharpens your ability to solve problems and communicate ideas clearly and coherently. Additionally, learning helps you cultivate better decision-making skills. A knowledgeable person with critical thinking is less likely to be swayed by emotions and more likely to make wise, sound decisions. Learning enables you to understand yourself better, recognize your strengths and weaknesses, and choose the right path for growth. The process of learning also builds patience and discipline. Knowledge does not come overnight or in a week. It is the result of consistent and long-term accumulation. True learners are those who persevere through challenges and maintain the habit of learning regularly, regardless of motivation. An essential point is the attitude of learning from failures and mistakes. Nobody is perfect, and every stumble is an opportunity to learn and grow. Successful self-developers know how to analyze their mistakes, extract lessons, and apply them to avoid repeating errors. They do not fear failure, but see it as an inevitable part of progress. Learning also boosts your confidence and self-esteem. When you know you have put in the effort and possess knowledge and skills, you feel valuable and worthy. This confidence permeates every aspect of your life, helping you communicate better, face challenges with strength, and build healthy relationships. Learning for self-growth is a lifelong, never-ending process. Never become complacent with what you know. Instead, maintain curiosity and a hunger for knowledge. Life continuously offers new things, skills and insights waiting to be discovered. Finally, learning to grow yourself is not only beneficial personally, but also makes you a source of inspiration and value for those around you. As you develop, you contribute to creating a positive environment, a thriving community, and spread goodness. 4. The power of consistency and daily habits. In life and career, very few things happen instantly or exactly as you wish. Success is not the result of a sudden breakthrough, but the sum of small, consistent efforts maintained over time. Therefore, consistency and daily habits become the most fundamental building blocks in shaping your life. Persistence is not merely about enduring or struggling endlessly. It is a steady determination, a commitment to yourself that no matter how difficult or discouraging things get, you keep moving forward even if it's just one small step each day. Persistent people understand that all progress requires time and regularity. It's not about burning out fast, but about pacing yourself for the long haul. Daily habits are the silent power that transforms big goals into reality. When you build positive habits, whether spending 15 minutes reading 10 minutes, meditating, or simply planning your day, you create an automatic system that pushes you forward. These habits gradually become inseparable parts of your life, helping you maintain consistency even when motivation or inspiration fades. One unique strength of habits and persistence is their ability to help you overcome psychological barriers. When feelings of fatigue, boredom, or doubt arise, it's your habits and persistence that keep you acting without waiting for inspiration or external pushes. This is why many people fail, not due to lack of ability, but because they lack persistence and good habits. Take the example of successful figures like Marcus Aurelius, the famous Stoic emperor and philosopher who emphasized that your daily actions form your character. He didn't rely on momentary willpower, but built a disciplined system day by day to maintain resilience and wisdom. This is why he became one of the most influential leaders in history. Moreover, daily habits help you build confidence in yourself. When you consistently complete small actions, you develop trust in your ability to accomplish long-term goals. This confidence does not come from instant success, but from a sense of control and thorough preparation. However, building habits and maintaining persistence is not always easy. You will face tired days, failures, and temptations to quit. But it is precisely in those moments that persistence and habit serve as a lifesaver, helping you push through. Remember, success is the result of what you do regularly, not rare bursts of effort. A key strategy to sustain persistence is breaking large goals into small, manageable daily steps. Instead of being overwhelmed by distant big goals, focus on completing smaller parts. Every small step completed adds momentum to keep moving forward. Finally, view persistence and habits as a long-term investment in yourself. Like planting a seed, you don't see results immediately, but with persistent care, it grows into a flourishing tree. Consistency and daily habits are the strongest foundations for building a successful, happy, and fulfilling life. 5. The quick fix trap. In today's fast-paced world, we often get caught up in the whirlwind of instant gratification and quick results. Everything seems to want to happen right now. Fast shopping, instant information, rapid success. This has created a dangerous psychological trap that many fall into the quick fix trap. This trap makes us impatient and eager for everything to happen, immediately unwilling to invest the time and effort required for long-term persistent growth. When faced with challenges, many give up easily or switch to seeking miracle solutions that promise overnight transformation without realizing that no shortcuts lead to true success. The biggest problem with the quick fix mindset is that it diminishes the value of the learning and growth process. Success is an accumulation of small, consistent steps and daily persistence. Chasing instant results causes you to miss the invaluable lessons gained through self-discipline, skill building, and endurance. This leads to frustration and burnout because significant changes cannot happen overnight. This trap also leads many to fall for unrealistic methods, tricks, or magic formulas. You might encounter countless ads and promises about becoming rich, successful, or healthy within weeks or days. Yet in reality, such methods are often unsustainable and may waste your time and money without delivering real results. In truth, every great success is built on a foundation of persistence and time. All legends of success share one thing in common: they never quit when facing hardship. Don't look for shortcuts, but choose the long path, working hard daily and learning continuously. A prime example is elite athletes. They don't just train a few days before competition. They spend years honing their physical condition skills and mindset. It's this persistence that leads them to greatness, not any quick fix. The quick fix trap also erodes your ability to develop patience, determination, and resilience, essential traits to overcome adversity and endure the long journey. Without cultivating these traits, you'll likely crumble in the face of the smallest obstacles. So, how do you escape this trap? First, realize that real change requires time and consistency. Set long-term goals and break them into small, manageable daily steps. This way you relieve pressure to achieve instant results and allow steady progress over time. Second, focus on the process, not just the outcome. Enjoy each step you take, learn from failures, and adjust your approach. When you love the journey of growth, your motivation lasts far longer than when you only crave quick wins. Finally, build habits of perseverance and self-discipline. Even when tired, discouraged, or frustrated, keep taking action every day. Remember, success favors the persistent, not the passive. In summary, the desire for quick results is one of the main reasons many people fail to advance in life and career. Recognizing and avoiding this trap will help you build a solid foundation for long-term success and happiness. 6. Deep focus and eliminate distractions. In today's digital age, where everything around us constantly broadcasts new information, endless notifications, and countless sources of distraction, the ability to achieve deep focus has become more valuable than ever. But how can you maintain focus when the world is relentlessly trying to steal your attention? First, understand that deep focus is not a natural or effortless state. It is a heightened mental condition where you are fully immersed in your work, free from external disturbances or scattered thoughts. When you enter this state, your productivity and quality of work reach their peak, allowing you to accomplish tasks faster and more effectively. However, most of us get caught in a whirlwind of distractions, phones constantly buzzing, social media bombardment, emails, messages, noise, and even chaotic thoughts in our minds. These distractions act like silent thieves, stealing bit by bit your precious energy and concentration, preventing you from reaching your full potential. To cultivate deep focus, you need to create an ideal work environment. This includes eliminating or minimizing distractions as much as possible. For example, turn off phone notifications or put your phone in airplane mode during work sessions. Choose a quiet space isolated from noise and interruptions. Use noise-canceling headphones or listen to instrumental music to stabilize your mind. Additionally, planning your work sessions explicitly is crucial. Define the specific tasks you want to complete during your focus time and use techniques like the Pomodoro method or other time management strategies to maintain a healthy balance of work and rest. This approach helps sustain long-term concentration without burnout or boredom. An indispensable factor in deep focus is inner discipline. When temptations and bad habits arise, you must have the willpower to resist and return to the task at hand. This self-control not only maintains your performance, but also builds confidence and mastery over yourself. Moreover, practice managing your thoughts and emotions. Regular meditation or mindfulness exercises help you become aware of distracting thoughts and emotions and control them, allowing your mind to return easily to focus. With consistent practice, achieving deep focus becomes more natural and effortless. Finally, recognize that deep focus is not a static destination but a continuous process. Some days you will struggle more with distractions, but the key is always knowing how to come back and keep practicing. Over time, with persistence and the right techniques, you will become someone with excellent concentration, a precious skill in this chaotic world. In summary, deep focus and eliminating distractions are the keys to unlocking your full potential, boosting productivity, and improving your quality of life. Start with small steps, create a conducive environment, manage your time, cultivate discipline, and meditate to gradually become the best version of yourself. 7. Self-discipline. The hidden driver. In the journey of self-development and achieving success, there is one often overlooked but irreplaceably important factor: self-discipline. Self-discipline is not merely about following plans or adhering to rules you set for yourself. It is the deep inner motivation, the engine within, that drives you to overcome challenges and difficulties regardless of your emotions or circumstances. Self-discipline is the ability to control your behavior, uphold commitments, and do what needs to be done even when you lack interest or motivation. It is the power that keeps you moving forward when temporary motivation fades or when you face procrastination, fatigue, or negative emotions like fear and discouragement. Many people confuse discipline with motivation, believing that motivation alone is enough to get things done. However, motivation is unstable. It comes and goes, influenced by emotions and external factors. Discipline, on the other hand, is a more enduring commitment to yourself that persists without relying on emotional drive. You can think of self-discipline as an invisible engine quietly running inside you, helping you maintain consistency in your actions. It transforms distant goals into concrete daily steps, gradually bringing you closer to success. A simple example of the power of self-discipline is the habit of brushing your teeth every day. You don't need to feel excited or be reminded. You do it regularly. Discipline has made this a natural part of your life. Similarly, when applying discipline to learning, working, or exercising, you achieve sustainable and long-lasting results. Discipline also builds confidence and self-esteem. When you fulfill your commitments, no matter how small or large, you develop trust in yourself. This confidence doesn't come from luck or innate talent, but from knowing that you can rely on yourself and keep your promises. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the role of self-discipline in creating a meaningful and fulfilling life. Philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca taught that self-control and discipline are the true paths to freedom from temptations, negative emotions, and bad habits. A major challenge for many is maintaining discipline over the long term, especially when results aren't immediately visible or when facing difficulties. But it is precisely in these moments that discipline acts as a guiding light, helping you keep going without the light of motivation or inspiration. To develop self-discipline, start with small, manageable tasks and persist daily. Building habits. Establishing reminder systems and rewarding yourself upon achieving goals are effective ways to strengthen discipline. Additionally, being clear about why you need to discipline your goals, values, and dreams provides powerful motivation to stay committed. Ultimately, self-discipline is not a restraint, but a power that enables you to master your life. When you have discipline, you're no longer ruled by circumstances or fleeting emotions, but live purposefully, achieve your goals, and become the best version of yourself. 8. Building unshakable confidence. Confidence is one of the most crucial factors determining success and happiness in life. However, not everyone possesses unwavering confidence, and many mistakenly believe that confidence is innate or comes from external validation. In reality, genuine confidence can be built, trained, and nurtured over time, an unshakable confidence that does not depend on circumstances or others' opinions. Confidence is not about boasting or arrogance. It is a deep understanding of yourself, your values, and your abilities. Confident people know their strengths and weaknesses and accept their limitations without shame or fear. They don't need to prove themselves through loud words or flashy actions, but demonstrate confidence through calm, steady, and determined attitudes. One of the most sustainable ways to build confidence is through discipline and consistency in action. When you keep your commitments to yourself, even small ones, regularly, you create inner strength that helps you trust your ability to accomplish goals. Consistency builds trust, and trust builds confidence that is not easily shaken by difficulties or criticism. Additionally, confidence comes from your ability to accept and learn from failure. Confident people do not fear mistakes or rejection. They see them as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. They don't let failure diminish their self-worth, but rise stronger each time. Another important factor in building unshakable confidence is self-awareness and self-acceptance. When you learn to love and respect yourself, you are less vulnerable to others' judgments. You understand that your worth is not based on external approval or criticism, but on how you perceive and treat yourself. Confidence is also strengthened by developing skills and knowledge. When you know you have competence and ability, you feel steadier facing new challenges. Continuous learning and skill building help you improve daily and boost your confidence progressively. To truly build unshakable confidence, you also need to develop emotional control, especially over fear and self-doubt. Confident people learn to manage these negative emotions healthily without letting them dictate their actions or thoughts. They train themselves to maintain a calm mind, focusing on goals and positive aspects. Finally, remember that confidence is not a destination, but a journey. It needs to be nurtured over time through experiences, challenges, and relentless effort. Every time you get back up after failure, every time you complete a small goal, you're laying a solid foundation for unshakable confidence. 9. The mindset of the top 1%. In today's society, the top 1% of successful people are often admired and studied. They possess wealth, power, and significant influence. But what truly sets this top 1% apart from the rest, it's not just luck or resources, but a distinct mindset, the mindset of true success. The mindset of the top 1% is long-term goal-oriented and strategic. They don't focus on short-term gains or instant gratification, but consistently plan and invest in achieving big life goals. They understand that great success is the result of persistent effort and a well-thought-out strategy over time. Another hallmark of this mindset is the ability to endure and learn from failure. While many quit at the first sign of difficulty, the top 1% view failure as an inevitable part of growth and learning. They don't let failure discourage them, but extract lessons and keep moving forward with resilience. Additionally, their mindset centers on controlling what's within their power and accepting what cannot be changed. This is a core principle of Stoic philosophy, embraced by many successful people. Rather than wasting energy on the uncontrollable, they focus their mental and physical resources on what they can influence. The top 1% also place a high value on continuous learning. They know the world is always changing, and without constant updating of knowledge and skills, they will be left behind. They invest time in reading, taking courses, seeking mentors, and building valuable networks. Another critical trait is emotional management and maintaining a positive attitude. Successful individuals understand that negative emotions like fear, doubt, or frustration only obstruct progress. They cultivate patience, trust, and self-control to maintain steadiness even in the toughest situations. Their mindset is also accompanied by intense focus and self-discipline. They prioritize, effectively avoid distractions, and work diligently even when motivation wanes. This is a major difference between them and the majority. Finally, the top 1% continuously develop vision and adaptability. They recognize the ever-changing world and understand that only those who adjust their strategies, mindsets, and actions promptly can stay at the forefront. In summary, the mindset of the top 1% combines long-term vision persistence through adversity, continuous learning, emotional control, and self-discipline. These are traits you can learn and cultivate to embark on a path of sustainable success, not only materially, but also mentally and intellectually. 10. Relentless action. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality. No matter how much knowledge, sharp thinking, or detailed planning you have, without relentless action, everything remains just an idea. Truly successful people understand that persistent and continuous action is what turns goals into reality. Relentless action is not just about hard work, but also about proactivity and determination to overcome obstacles and challenges, no matter how tired or discouraged you feel. It is a commitment to move forward every day, every hour, even if just one small step, so you don't fall behind or stand still. One of the strengths of continuous action is that it generates intrinsic motivation. When you start doing despite difficulties, you feel positive energy from completing tasks. This creates a positive feedback loop. Action creates motivation, and motivation fuels action. In contrast, procrastination and hesitation only diminish enthusiasm and cause you to lose opportunities. Success is not for those who wait, but for those who act. People who only dream or plan without action will be left behind. The world doesn't wait for you to be ready, and time never turns back. So start now, beginning with the smallest steps. Relentless action also trains patience and willpower. There will be times you face failure, criticism, or seemingly insurmountable challenges. But at those moments, if you keep acting even slowly but surely, you move closer to your goal. Don't fear mistakes in action. Every mistake is a valuable lesson, helping you understand your path better. Successful people don't fear failure, they fear not acting. So dare to try, dare to do and learn from every experience. Moreover, relentless action helps build positive habits and confidence. When you see yourself completing tasks, no matter how small, you build trust in your abilities. This confidence further motivates you to act with greater strength. An important note is that action must be purposeful and planned so you don't act blindly or lose direction. Action without direction leads to burnout and confusion. Always know what you're doing, why you're doing it, and where you're headed. Finally, remember that continuous action is a process. You can't always work at maximum efficiency, but the key is never stopping. As long as you don't quit, you're on the path to success. 11. Mental toughness. Mental toughness is one of the most crucial qualities that help people overcome difficult challenges and persist in moving forward in life. It is not physical strength or luck, but the ability to endure, adapt, and maintain a strong mindset despite prolonged pressure, failure, or hardship. Mental toughness does not mean you never feel tired or despair. Rather, it means you know how to control your emotions, stay calm, and keep fighting no matter how tough the situation is. It is the ability to get up after every fall, learn from mistakes, and not let difficulties shake your self-belief. A key element of mental toughness is acceptance of reality. Tough-minded individuals understand that life is full of unexpected events, and resisting or denying them only increases suffering. Instead, they learn to accept, adapt, and find solutions rather than avoid challenges. Mental toughness is also built on the ability to control your thoughts and attitude. When facing difficulties, negative thoughts like "I can't do this" or "things will only get worse" often arise. Mentally tough people recognize these thoughts and replace them with positive, empowering beliefs that build confidence and determination. Physical training plays an important role in strengthening mental toughness. A healthy body provides the energy to face challenges and fosters a sense of control and confidence. Activities such as exercise, meditation, and yoga not only improve health, but also help maintain focus and calmness. A distinctive trait of mentally tough people is their patience and perseverance over the long haul. They understand that success doesn't come instantly, but results from consistently facing and overcoming hardships. When challenges persist, instead of quitting, they persevere more because they know that every small step matters. Mental toughness is also nurtured by building a strong social support network. People around you, family, friends, mentors, can be vital sources of encouragement, helping you stay resilient. They provide sharing advice and the support you need during tough times. Finally, mental toughness is not an innate trait, but something that can be learned and cultivated. Through time, experience, and self-awareness, you can develop inner strength to not only overcome difficulties, but also grow and thrive from those very challenges. 12. Mastery. Mastering a skill. A field or even yourself is a long and challenging journey. The art of mastery is not just about becoming better or achieving external success. It is the combination of deep knowledge, relentless perseverance, and mental control. This is the path to creating exceptional value and living a fulfilling life. Mastery begins with a commitment to continuous learning and practice. There are no shortcuts to expertise. True masters understand that to excel, they must invest thousands of hours honing, experiencing, and refining their skills. This patience and commitment help them overcome the difficult early stages when things are not yet smooth or easy. A crucial part of mastery is deep self-awareness of your strengths and weaknesses. Masters constantly assess and receive feedback, learning from mistakes and continually improving. They don't fear failure or criticism, but see them as opportunities to grow and perfect themselves. Mastery also demands intense focus and the ability to eliminate distractions. When you truly master something, you know how to prioritize, dedicate energy to the most important tasks, and maintain concentration for extended periods. This not only improves the quality of your work, but also allows you to make a significant difference. Moreover, the art of mastery includes emotional and mental control. You must manage stress, pressure, and negative emotions to maintain clarity and efficiency in every situation. This subtle yet vital skill prevents you from being defeated by challenges. An exciting aspect of mastery is continuous creativity and innovation. When you have deeply understood and mastered a field, you don't just follow formulas, but know how to break boundaries, innovate, and create new value. This is where mastery becomes a source of creative power and leadership. Mastery is also a never-ending journey. No matter how excellent you become, there is always something new to learn, discover, and develop. Humility and a thirst for knowledge help masters maintain sustainable and continuous growth. Finally, the art of mastery not only brings personal success, but also inspires and leads others. When you master yourself and your field, you become a role model and a motivating force for those around you to grow together. 13. The 1% rule and continuous improvement. In the journey of personal development and sustainable success, there is a principle that seems simple, yet is incredibly powerful. The 1% rule. This rule states that if you improve yourself by just 1% every day over time, the accumulated progress will lead to astonishing and transformative changes in your life. This idea stems from the power of small, continuous improvements. Instead of trying to make huge changes in a short time, focusing on small daily improvements helps you maintain persistence without feeling overwhelmed. Though it's only 1% when compounded day by day, week by week, month by month, the effect far exceeds expectations. The 1% rule also shifts your mindset about failure and progress. You don't need to be perfect immediately. You only need to be a little better than yesterday each day. This reduces pressure, boosts motivation, and makes it easier to continue on a long-term development journey. Continuous improvement following this rule can be applied in many areas of life: professional skills, health, mindset, relationships, or daily habits. Spending a few extra minutes each day, learning something new, improving a bad habit, or practicing a skill accumulates into great strength over time. An important aspect of the 1% rule is that it harnesses the power of the compound effect. Like a financial investment, accumulating small improvements over time yields exponential returns. This explains why those who persistently develop daily often achieve far greater success than those who work intensely for a short period and then give up. Moreover, the 1% rule helps you maintain focus and long-term commitment. Knowing that you only need to focus on small daily improvements prevents you from feeling overwhelmed by big goals and helps sustain motivation. It's easier to build positive habits and create lasting change. However, to truly harness the power of the 1% rule, you need a specific plan and regular evaluation. Tracking progress, adjusting methods, and acknowledging achievements help maintain motivation and ensure real improvement. Finally, remember that big changes start with small steps. The 1% rule reminds you that success is not a destination, but a continuous journey, and as long as you keep moving forward daily, you will create the life and self you've always desired. After everything we have explored, one thing is clear: success and personal growth do not come by luck or chance. They are the result of smart choices, the right mindset, and most importantly, relentless and consistent action. Every principle, every habit you apply, no matter how small, contributes to building a stronger, more confident and energized version of yourself. Now is the time to pause and reflect deeply on your life. Are you ready to truly embark on your journey of self-improvement? Do you want to break free from old limitations, bad habits, fears, and mental barriers? Success, freedom, and happiness await those who dare to step out of their comfort zones, embrace change, and persevere to the end. Remember, every great journey begins with a small step. Commit yourself today. Learn every day, act every day, persist every day. Don't wait for inspiration or perfection. They might never come. Start now, even if you don't feel ready, because action creates motivation and change. If you're ready, share your commitment with a friend, a loved one, or right here to turn your words into accountability and a support system. Begin with small changes, build good habits, improve your mindset, cultivate discipline, and foster perseverance. Life waits for no one, and time is your most precious asset. Don't let another day pass without moving closer to your goals. Take control of your life and turn your dreams into reality through steadfast action and continuous learning. Start now. Your future is determined by the choices and actions you take today. Don't hesitate or delay. You deserve a full, powerful, and meaningful life.